Hello everybody, I hope everybody's doing well. Today we have on the bench, it's my friend's sidewalk edger, and so far the starter rope broke, so I went to Home Depot to buy one, but they were out of them, so I ran up the street from there to Lowe's and they had one. It's a starter handle kit. It's made by Arnold, and it's part number 490-900-0057. I'll leave a description of that in the comments. So what we're going to do now is, on this one here, the whole starter recoiler comes off with, I believe, 3 screws. Sometimes you have to take the whole shroud off to replace the cord. So we're going to get to it. I've been getting complaints about the camera view on some of the work I've done. So I'm going to try to... what I'm using is an Android phone. I don't have any professional equipment as far as cameras go and whatnot, so I try to do the best I can. So what we're going to begin to do is we're going to pull the recoiler off, and then I'll reposition the camera to the best to where I can show you how to put the install a rope in there and make sure the recoiler is still good in it and everything like that. What you're going to need on this one, I'm pretty sure this is a Tecumseh engine. Alright, so you're going to use a 5/16 socket to get this off. And I believe there's 3 bolts holding it on. There's one down here. Yeah, there's 3. 3 altogether here. Okay. Now I'll put these bolts in a safe place so we don't lose them. Okay, so most of the rope was off this, which was a good thing. So I only had to cut this piece off here. Well, I actually just pulled it out of where this thing goes into the pulley here. So that was a good thing, because sometimes it's a pain to get the rope out. Sometimes you have to take this apart, but you got to be careful of the spring in there. So okay, we got lucky with that so far. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn this you can feel the spring action here. So we're going to just keep on turning this, and what we're doing is winding up the coil spring in there. You want to overload this, you don't want to break it, but they're usually pretty strong. You can go a long way with it. Okay, so what you want to do now is you want to line up the hole in this pulley here to line up with where the rope goes in, right here. So we're going to do that now. I'm wound up as much as possible here. So we're going to back off until we get to the hole, which is right here. So what I normally do is I'll either stick a thin screwdriver in here In this case, I'm using a pick because it's kind of hard to get. Let's see. We stick the pick in through this way so we can work on it. And now you can turn it to where the hole is. With this one here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed the line in, the rope in this way, and hopefully get it through the pulley part. This rope is pretty durable, and it's thin, so it's pretty good rope. I have a spool of Home Depot rope. Yeah, I bought it from Home Depot, and I used it on my generator. It was an emergency, and after a while it frayed and broke, so I had to go buy one of these kits. I ran out of the kit. So for an emergency, you can use regular rope if your power's out or whatever. This one's not going to be easy. Okay, I got it through. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your needle nose pliers. I really didn't need to do that, but I'll just show you just in case you have to. And just pull it through here, like so. Okay, so we got that part in. Let me make sure the camera's still facing down towards what I'm doing here. Okay, what you want to do is, I'm not great with knots, but you want to make a double knot. So first what I do is I make one knot. And just leave enough out here because you're going to have to twist it around again to make another knot. You don't have to go that far with it, but it doesn't matter. They give you plenty of rope anyway. If you take out too much, like I kind of did, you can always, they give you enough rope, so it's no big deal. And then what I do is I go back around again. But you got to watch where you make this knot, because you don't want to make two knots, if you know what I'm talking about. You just want the knot to be on top of the other one, the first one that you made. And then you're just going to take your pliers and just pull it tight. This way it won't pass through. I've done them before and put one knot in it, and it passed through the pulley here. And I had to do the whole thing over again. Luckily it was on my stuff, it wasn't on anybody else's. What you're going to do is cut as much of the excess off as you can till about that. Well, a little closer. That's good there. And now I'll show you another trick you can do. I have to get my trusty Bic lighter. So what you're going to do is you're just going to burn the end here. You don't want to go too crazy with it. This way it'll keep it from fraying. Okay, so that part's good right there. Okay, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to pull this pick out that I used to hold the pulley when I recoiled it. And you're just going to let this go. Just going to let the string go in there. Be careful. A couple of times I let go and then the thing got sucked in and it was a pain to get the rope back out. And okay. Alright, so pull some out again. Stick your pick back in there so it doesn't recoil the rope back in. And what we're going to do in this case is we're going to use the new handle it came with, because the old handle's all broken and everything like that. Sometimes if the old handle is good, you could use the old handle if you're more comfortable with the older handle. but in this case here, we're going to double knot this again, like I did the first time. And then take your pliers and hold it and just pull it as tight as you can. And then this piece will go right into the handle here. And you can cut your excess off again and hit it with the lighter, so you don't see any. So it looks like a nice neat job. So you don't see any cord hanging out. That was a bad cut I made. So it's nice that we could just do this with the lighter. And now it won't fray. So we're good with that. Now you got a nice and then we're going to install it back on the machine. Pull it a couple times, see if it works. Okay, so we're going to stick this back on. What's in here? Wow. Some kind of ribbon got caught in there or something. Yeah, make sure everything's clean in here and whatnot. Okay, so we know that when you're going to go to pull this thing, you're going to want the rope to be out this way. Sometimes these stickers on here are gone, but you can see by the sticker. If you can read this sticker, then you got it on right. But if the sticker's gone, then you have to go by common sense. Okay, let's get the bolt hole lined up here. Now, somehow it's not. How come? What's going on here? Oh, I see. Alright. There's an extra hole here. Sometimes, from the factory, they put the pull star cord on there. It seems like any old way. So if you ever wanted to, you could actually reposition this to where you're most comfortable. If you want to pull the thing straight up and down or whatever. I notice sometimes on generators they're in an uncomfortable position, and I always turn it to where it's comfortable to start it up. So that might help you someday too. You can tighten up all three of your bolts here. You don't want to go too crazy with them. Snug them up there. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Okay, the coils back in nice, so we know we got that in there nice. And on the next video, we're going to see what's going on with the carburetor. I'll prime it. I'll try to start it. We'll probably have to do some carburetor work to it, according to my friend. He's missing this air cleaner housing here, and this thing, I don't think I have one laying around like this. So I might have to tell them to stick a sponge in here and tie strap a sponge in there. It's better than nothing, but I doubt I have a cover or a filter for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to end this video now. I hope this helps somebody out someday. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.